Alright, we are live. Yo, Hannah, what's up? Thanks for the happy affiliate anniversary. You're doing well. I am so unfathomably excited for this stream. I can't wait to finish this case. I just left off finishing the last day investigation. And I literally can't wait. I've heard the last day of the trial is super long, which is why I saved it for today, but it's really good. So I can't wait to start. I'm glad. I'm doing very well too today. Yeah, so I'm really excited to do this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And good luck with your homework. Alright. I think we gotta get into this. So, where are we at? We want to prove that Mr. Gant here is a bad guy. I think that was the thing. We have a ton of evidence to use. So, let's see what could be used. Final day trial former. February 25, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is a defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendants. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? Where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems like as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Edgeworth! Knowing you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 777777 ID number is, that is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. That number does belong to whom we suspect, but no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True, not yet. In the event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes right, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. But she didn't do it! I figured he'd say as much. That's why I came here to hear what you have to say. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we will never know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth. Everything goes back to the SMI incident. Don't be stupid! Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? This is it. Whenever we're gonna find out what Chief Gan has on her, it's now. February 25, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for a trial of Ms. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. Before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Chief Gant. Oh shit, okay. This is coming up to an electric start. Good morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, G, back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough. This is just my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? New lawyer? Do you want a new lawyer? Do you not want to be... Lana, that is to say the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? I haven't heard what she intends to say. I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Oh, he's gonna make her plead guilty. What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. I thought this trial was long. Oh, it might be over. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot in the prosecutor's office. No, Lana! Objection! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. I no longer require your services. But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but I have sufficiently proven this case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. My request is legally valid. This is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there is no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... only 5-minute stream? Shit. Objection! That's Edgeworth. One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come on now, Worthy. I understand it's a difficult time for you. Why don't you be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, Nuh-uh. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. What? Getting another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Alright, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession to the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal is struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, huh? I'm an observer, you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. To whom? As first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it will be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Base Edgeworth, base Edgeworth. I love when Edgeworth's helping us. Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. Sounds okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words. Ms. Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Alright. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma. Emma Skye. I can't believe she's the witness. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to become a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered a serial killer, Joe Dark, of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry. Lisa Mercia. Anniversario de affiliación. Gracias, Radio. Good morning. It's 7 p.m. Yeah, thanks for the grants. Hope you're doing well, Radio. I'm afraid I'm gonna ask you to recall those events one more time. Ms. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant? Yes, most certainly is. Well, okay then. I love how much he simps for Edgeworth. This guy just has a thing, like the judge just has a thing for like every prosecutor. I don't know what it is. Like for 12 hours and 3 hours sleep, this is not okay. Oh. Yes, I'm doing well. Well, I hope you get good sleep tonight. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. You're here for the best part of Rise from the Ashes. I've spent ages playing this case, but we're finally on the last day of trial. It's pretty cool. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Two years ago, I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. We'd say to it's 7. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. This is understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I can't believe I'm cross-examining Emma. This feels so weird. Hold it! 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yeah, she was second in command and then deputy chief of police again. My sister, she was the best detective ever. Yeah, I remember. Deputy chief again and Miss Sky usually quite the pair. I believe they share the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk. What do you about playing that organ? I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. It kinda sounds like when Mia promised to take us to dinner after the first trial and a murder took place. A man? Yeah, Joe Dark was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on it that would lead to an arrest. When there was always a chance, he fled the room right. Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky in Gan's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. I forgot about Gant. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume it would also be why I was so fast to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead. That's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but... Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then the lights went out. The lights? It was just about this time of year. This terrible storm got on and lightning struck nearby. The electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told a detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yeah, Detective Goodman was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. Hearing more. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yeah, that's what's so scary about this trial. You told Detective Goodman what you saw? Yeah, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture? Yeah, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Miss Wright, have you heard enough? Let's tell us about the picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe has a very important meaning. The list of evidence that was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I think I have the last picture. I think I know the solution to this. You drew a picture of the senior witness, right? Yeah, I wanted to do everything I could to head the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken? Oh, I did draw it, I swear! Not just imagined it. This picture that I'm drawing, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. This scene that imprinted the image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? The man. That must have been a real shock. Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Okay. I drew a picture of the scene once, but it seems to have been lost. Well, I have it. Was it on? I don't remember which one it was on. Was it on the back of the evidence list? Yeah, it's this one. I was right, Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence? Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold, this is the evidence list for the S9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over. Turn it... Ah, what's this? Yeah, what is that? Hey, that's it! That's the picture I drew! Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Huh. These lists, they're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. You see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 3 years ago, only half the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What?! Order! Order! But Miss Skye, why did you draw a picture of the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. The evidence list was torn in half. And there might be more to drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. Yeah, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? Edgeworth is... Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. The crown? No, it's the mascot. That's the thing. I was dancing in the evidence room. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. I guess he was out of scrap paper. After this list was finally down his desk. Okay. Very well. Witness, will you please testify with the picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Oh, yeah, yes, sir, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Emma's picture. This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. Rana must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. I think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. For that though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. Clearly she was Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defendant now begins cross-examination. what are we supposed to cross-examine here? Well, I guess we'll see what the press gives. This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first I was such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gann and Lana Skye. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind. Excuse me, witness. Okay, please tell us why this picture is painted all black. So at the time you didn't even know if Mr. Marshall had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor. Dark had a tight grip on me when Miss Marshall jumped on him. I was knocked away. I turned around. And that's when the lightning flashed. Are we absolutely certain that's Mr. Marshall? Because it was dark? Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flashed? After that, I must have fainted. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No. I'm sorry. A flash of lightning only draws the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but a trauma situation understandably caused the witness to faint. You really need to torture this girl any further? What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Anyway, this picture... Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Exactly what I saw in that instant. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this is the exact scene. Was an influence. Any way for you to talk to the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? No, of course not. I better watch out or he might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me. Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims it's exactly the scenes that she's imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Well, I mean, there's no window, but... This is a picture I drew 2 years ago. Okay. Let's see here. What is going on? Clear handwriting notes on the little clock. The print belongs to Emma. I think I'll keep this information to myself. Okay, this is what we have. So, this is not supposed to be the actual murder. This is supposed to be him apprehending Joe Dark, but why would he be... Why would Neil be holding a knife? Single stab wound. How would you hit the chest from there? Let's read this again. Okay, this is him supposed to be apprehending dark. Okay. That's strange, if she claims to sack the scene. Yeah, there's clearly a contradiction here. Okay, let's see. This is a drawing. It seems to be pretty accurate of him apprehending dark. We still haven't used a screwdriver for anything. I wonder if the screwdriver will come in handy today. Not a bloody handprint on Marcus. Yeah, it's not bad. The jar. I'm gonna check this photo. I guess he was wearing a hat. If you want to be real pointy here, I want to point out the very minor details here. That's not a clear contradiction, is there? Stabbed in the back, died. How would it have been stabbed in the back if the confrontation was like front on? I'm gonna try that. Let's go, I'm right. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it like it was yesterday. Mr. White? Perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. Part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report. The back. He was stabbed in the back. Oh, I think it's this part here. Oh, that's because the drawing Mr. Ryder could use acting is a good cry should warrant the death penalty. His instrument shifts the blame to others. It. Well, as long as the defense learned his lesson. Better take another look at the autopsy report and picture. Mr. White, perhaps it would be better just point out. Okay. I thought it couldn't be stabbed in the back. Wait, let's load so I can. Oh, I can't load from here. Oh, it can't be stabbed in the back. Right? What is Joe Dark holding? Okay, there we go. Now I can look at the autopsy report again. Well, I thought it was just that he couldn't be stabbed in the back. In that position. Is it the weapon that's wrong? I feel like that would be a stupid thing to point out. Where's his knife aiming for? Definitely not for the back. We could take the weapon. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Okay, it was a weapon. Okay. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. You don't have to look closer to see that, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too. If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. It's a conclusive piece of evidence proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not so simple. Where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then a murder weapon should not yet be broken. Oh, what's the meaning of this? As the knife was broken beforehand. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. It was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right, but what does this mean? The tip of the knife is undeniably discovered within the victim's body. Only possible explanation is the witness' memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation. Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence? Treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of the evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. No! Ah! Order, order, order! You're saying the investigation was corrupted? Your Honor. Please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled to the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It's my belief that somewhere in this story, there's a lie. I'm not lying. Marley was holding up a broken knife. That's true. Then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's? Yeah, like the one from the trophy? There have been one? There's another one. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. So please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. I think I have it. The halberd was removed.
Take that!
Anything's broken here, it's you! Huh? It must all be very amusing to you, Mr. Wright. But it may remind you the film is like... What isn't... I thought it would be that knife. Okay, I'll just save so I don't get another penalty. So sorry, Your Honor, please give me another chance. I thought it would be this because, yeah, it was the halberd was removed from the King of Prosecutors trophy. That's what I thought would be the murder weapon. Do I need to check the photo? Do I need to use the photo to prove it? Because that, see, it has the same shape. Media is being stupid. Analyzing the past. Yeah, I was correct, but I presented the wrong evidence. So true. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the award ceremony. Ah! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the war prosecutor Marshall is holding. That's a broken knife. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing is not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was all likelihood from this award. Order. Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. That can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon. Murder and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife, that would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. The prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Hold it! Wait, I remember now, I remember everything! Witness? Mr. Edgeworth! What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back? I knew it! This picture. I'm the one who drew it! What? You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. Not this song! All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. Must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you recall, Miss Scott? Yes, Your Honor. There's a knife mixed up and out with the blue badger. This should be interesting. I can see why this trial is so long. There's so much, like, new stuff we keep discovering. I must recollection. When I saw a man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. What is going on? This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. Chief of Detectives hadn't assigned him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Oh yes. Stop. Please don't shoot us any further. Juana. What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated and defend the chair. You can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. Holy shit! Seems like we're finally getting to the core of the matter. We're detaining him to like prove that she's not committed murder. Okay. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark. Yeah, at least I think it was him. You think? All I can really see were shadows. Power outage immediately preceded the incident. It's also documented in the prosecutor's office reports. So you... Why would he do something so dangerous? What else could I have done? I was about to stab Mr. Marshall. Seems in the midst of the dark was the one holding a knife. It was just theorized. Mr. Marshall was the one holding a knife. Oh, I didn't know that at the time. That dark guy knocked me down. I was thinking I've gotta help that other person. What do you mean, you think? It all happened so fast, and was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur. This guy was almost killed before he was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. I saw the man about to stab the other person who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife. What you did was very brave, young girl. So now what happened next? There was another flash of lightning, and then I saw the blue badger. Are you sure about this? Of course, see? Even drew a picture of him here. What? It was the chief detectives who thought of this hideous beast. That was just this year. The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. Now it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember. Oh brother, just when you thought that this thing could cause enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? Do you remember? I sure saw his shadow. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with his winning smile and all? That's right, but I still remember it. It had 3 creepy horns. Could be like a crown? This is pointless. That thing that possibly existed 2 years ago. I wouldn't have been mistaken. It may well be. Oh, what's it more? That was the cause of her thing, what she saw, what she did. Yo, what's up, Garny? Hope you're doing well. Party hat. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. So, please tell us what this shadow really was. Okay, I'll save in case I need to present now. Instead, I almost saw a lightning flash. This is Blue Badger really. I just might know. Blue Badger hadn't even dreamt up in Emma drew this picture, yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on a fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. Mr. Wright! In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it with the song that is? What does Mr. Blue Badger look like? Anything that looks like a crown? What hat was... Okay, he wasn't wearing a hat. A jar? I don't think it's a jar. Could be the jar. Three-headed. If you squint enough, the trophy could be 3-headed. But I think that's a bit of a stretch. Oh boy. No one was wearing a crown in this photo? Is anything... I mean, I guess that guy's hat is a bit 3-pointed. I don't see it, I would... Because the detective's hat is a bit 3-pointed. There's a lot of things that could have been from the photo. Let's just try the photo. Oh, in the confusion, the witness mistook this for the blue. Oh, this is the wrong one, isn't it? The only person mistaking anything around here is you. Huh? This doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger. Damn, chill. Okay, it clearly looks like a crown. Because you can see like the 3 points sticking out very clearly. Kind of like a gesture. piece of cloth. It could have been the jar, couldn't it have? I mean, it's the only thing that has like anywhere near similar tips. Okay, this is so stupid, but I'm gonna try. The mysterious blue badger was in fact... I'm right? Oh my god. Yo Irene, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, I was like, those points actually look a bit similar. This. But that's... what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar. Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like a blue badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoints? Our viewpoint? We have to show them the correct angle to look at this from. I mean, these are the two horns. Oh, wait. So here we have a third horn as well. Let's see, if you would like to do this and then squint. You get the right angle instantly or you struggle if you're worried about... Okay, if we just squint, I feel like this is, because we can see the two bottom ones are a bit further down than the others. And this one's on top. This one's also like an upward facing angle. This doesn't seem right either. We need this one on... Would it even stick out? I mean, it's something like this. But this one's gotta stick out. Let's try. This isn't right, I gotta make it look more like a badger. Okay. Oh, I mean, Mr. Right can match the shape. The witness drew, it cannot accept this plane. You gotta find just right angle. Maybe I should rotate a bit more. Vertically a bit more. Come on, Mr. Right, you can do it! Showing the correct angle to look at this from. Drawn position, it looks exactly like it. Okay. What if I look at it upside down? Here the face looks very... The round shape is very much the same. But it's I like the round shape we have when I had upside down. I definitely like that. But then this. I know we just misfound a little bit. Yeah, can you imagine? Could be stupidly precise. Usually a touchscreen on the keys. Yeah, might be. I know, I like this. I like this. Can we get the outer ones very nicely? Oh, please, I'm trying to rotate it correctly here. Oh my god, I'm trying to do it with the mouse. I mean, that doesn't really explain the stuff above, though. Oh, this gets exactly this. I mean, it depends what thing. If you think the upper part of this is the thing, then it could be that. That's the third one. But if it's supposed to be like exactly identical, can I just make it stand like up straight? Oh my god. I don't think this is it, but yeah. Objection! Goddamn blue badger. Why does it always have to be the blue badger? Okay. I mean, I guess this thing could look quite a bit like it. There's also like, the thing that looks the most like his face is this. Is the bottom part. Because it rounds up very nicely to like... Now it looks too conic. This is the bloodstained side, so I guess it might make some sense if it was from that side. But, oh my god. Kind of like something like this could make it work. Is the bloody part? Yeah, okay. That would make sense because the bloody part is probably, yeah, where the murder happened. Maybe this? Then you have like something sticking out above. Oh my god, no, just, can I get it rotated in the way I want it to? Oh my god, rotating this is a bit annoying. I can't exactly rotate it the way I want. That's clearly not this. You want it to be facing, yeah, we want it to be facing like this. If I squint enough, there's a minor angle difference. Oh, come on. Let's see. It's just so hard to rotate this shit. Okay, let's try with the keys again. Like, how can I get it to stand up straight from here when it's... I have to do something like this. Make it stand a bit more straight. Oh, you can't tell me this looks like him. You even have the thing up top, it kind of looks like a ball. Here it definitely looks like a ball. Okay, if we just use H and N from the start, then maybe it's easier to get. Yeah, because this is the only thing I should need. Wait a second, actually. Yeah, no, I want to see the bloody sides, so. was a thing that looked like a ball here. But now this is not. Damn it, why did the game have to take away the angle I had earlier? Oh, I can't find what I had. Okay, let's just use free mouse, even though it's gonna fuck it up. I looked at the bloody side, but I looked at it from like this perspective. It's so hard to rotate it like that. Oh my god. It only wants to rotate like this. This is like what I need. The rotation controls are so stupid. Surely there's a more intuitive way to make this work. Okay. The top part of the hat. Apologize to Trilogy, you like the same D as mechanics looking good. Yeah, this is... I don't know, I can't get the rotation to be like straight where I want it. Is the problem. I know how I want it to be, I just can't manage to get it there. I don't know if I'm stupid or if the controls are bad. So we have the 2 ears here and then the top ear here. So, okay. Okay, how do I make this look like the most like a ball as possible? Proportional to the drawing. Oh yeah, this one's still too big. This still looks weird. How do you make the top part look like a ball? This does make it look like a triangle upwards and a ball. So I'm just gonna go with this. What? Come on! That is the correct angle. You're bullshitting me. Top part still too low. How do you have to put it? This doesn't really make any sense. I guess this does make the bottom part look a bit more right. I don't know, this is like what looks the closest to me. Because you get too much of that one otherwise. And if you think where the side ears are, then this is like what looks the most reasonable. Oh yeah, we need to keep in mind there's not supposed to be a hole in between those two. You're free for her homework? Let's go. Good job, Hannah. Did the blue badger murder someone? I wish that was the solution. This looks perfect to me. How can you not say this looks like the blue badger? Game's capping. Top too low? But it doesn't look like the blue badger anymore if you put it higher up. Like, you can't tell me that would look like the blue badger. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the blue badger is murdering my sanity. Getting this angle is so hard with these controls as well. Okay. How do I get this to be not at a stupid angle? Because like if I put it here, then this doesn't look like his horns anymore. Like this is not proportional to the drawing, or is it? Is this proportional to the drawing? This is like what I tried earlier. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. This feels right. How do I like make it upside down and have it still be straight? Can I just like turn it 180 degrees and then do this? No, it's still like not. Okay, whatever. This is like the most proportional to the drawing it's gonna get. You can clearly see like the distances between them is like exactly like in the picture. So which Trilogy release made it stupid? Oh, okay. I see. This is no, I don't. The game is literally just like trolling me. This is clearly right. This is clearly Phoenix right. I'm being trolled right now. Is it supposed to be all the way down here or something? No, I know that looks wrong, but that's what like... God. This clearly isn't it. Because I'm doing it right, just not precise enough. Within really Q and R were a thing. Rotate left, rotate right. Oh. From moments ago. Wait. I was like all the three tops of the hat should be almost equal. Let's just do it ridiculously this way. I don't know if I've done that much. No, okay. still very low? I'm not really sure what you mean with too low. I feel like I've tried a bit of everything. What exactly is low? Yo, Galax, thanks for the raid! How was your stream? I mean, if you want to make the hats very close, then I need to make it all the way up here. Thanks for the GL, Galax. Hope your stream went well. Yeah, if I go down all the way here, like if I go up here, the hat's not visible anymore. So, this is like the most I can do and something still being visible.
Take that!
Nope.
Objection!
Okay. Okay, let's try to look at the triangle part. Let me make a triangle look like as accurate as possible. I think the triangle looks very accurately like the same size of the other triangle from this angle.
Take that! Objection!
Dude, I'm about to give up. Oh my god, I'm just gonna fucking look it up. What is this? Well, I guess I just can't finish this case. Oh my god. What's the highest I can do with like something still being visible there? It's like this.
Take that! Objection!
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google it. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at this image. I'm gonna read this. Playing Ace Attorney Trilogy and Switch, what the fuck is up with this one puzzle? I just need a screenshot of the last moment before setting the evidence. Okay, no, let's first. Do it like this. What was I doing earlier? It goes all the way like here. I was like somewhere in between everything I was trying. Like the closest I could possibly get. That. This is like the closest I could possibly get. Thank you! Oh my god. Okay, well. This is a miracle or what? I love that I had to look that up. No one can possibly deny this Josh represents the Blue Badger. No, it can't be. Order, order! if they're required to do that to rip. Oh, okay. It just bothered me so much. The defense has proven its claim. The Monsieur's blue badger, which is on a day to crime, was actually this.
Objection!
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point? What do you mean? The badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
Objection!
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see? This changes everything. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. The blue bad jar. What's different now? We know the witness saw this jar. The location, the murder weapon. No, the murder weapon, we know what the murder weapon is. The murderer? Where's the jar in this picture? I mean, I thought the woman was outside the window, so I'm gonna say the location. Allow me to take it to turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where she could have seen this jar. Where? In the night in Gannet's office, that's the same night. Oh, yeah, right, the night. I remember seeing the night. The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. The body's found lying near Solana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and these two facts actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Solana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Solana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Quote-unquote reason. And what that reason is, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lon tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. The next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? It would have been the impact the man made when it knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? Ah! Yeah, I was thinking about the knife on the knight earlier. I was like, what's the knife on the knight doing? The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword. Yes. Since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, getting the Killing Prosecutor's trophy. The knight is the real murder weapon? Deltarune reference? Holy shit. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there's another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, the perpetrator will have no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this. Yeah, I don't know either. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man that was getting out of the way was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh my god, no, there's no way this is true. They're baiting me, No, they're baiting me. The game wouldn't do this. No, they're baiting me. Please. No, Emma. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! Thud. remember imagining our testimony will lead to this. This starts so many debates anywhere is the same. Please be a debate, please be a debate, please be a bait. This was a witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. Alon is back. What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, to a dark murder prosecutor Marshall, how can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin a crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. Do you recall it? It was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're gonna have to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that my presumed sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Is that the thing handprint from the cloth? Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. We don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid I won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. Surely can't get dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Good shame, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You're still not a possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, possibly that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life, in one manner or another. That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. Message from the deceased. Does the message exist? I gotta think back to the court record. Okay, let's save it again, just make sure to have like one more before. The murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister on murder? No, do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse them of any crime. There's only one thing we seek, the truth. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us a piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. Alright, what have we got? A piece of cloth. A piece of cloth. Wood could be used to wipe a handprint. Fuck it. Let's try a piece of cloth. This is the message from the deceased. What? Oh, then. This is the message from the judge. Okay, still too early. Oh. Damn, the judge is being real savage. Goodman's note. It's a line. I mean, that's like the closest thing we can get from something Goodman wrote. I mean, he wasn't the victim in the case we're talking about right now. Rubber glove. I mean, this is the closest to a message. This is the message from deceased. Right? Ah, god damn it. Okay. What happens if it doesn't exist? No, there's no way that person can tell me the murderer's name. Well, it looks like as far we can go with this. Mr. Wright, you disappoint me. Never thought you could type to let feelings cloud your judgment. My feelings? We overlooked the victim's message. One, literally would have written with the last breath, and everything would have lost in darkness. Perhaps this is really what I'm looking for. This is it. Can't afford any more mistakes. This message from the deceased is already on possession. Okay. It doesn't matter what you choose there. A message from the deceased. So, the guy was killed and it's a line. Screwdriver. Or the glove. What do I typically use to write with their last breath? Blood. Usually use blood. I mean, there's blood in this jar. How did the blood end up in the jar? Wait, what is drawn in this jar? So like... Oh. It's only bloody evidence that I know exists. This is the message left for the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right? Oh, it's just gonna speak the killer's name? That thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. Looks like someone wiped the blood away. Yeah, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some fragments was not wiped away. Yeah, there's a line here, drawn on blood. So what you're saying is these dots are once lines. The killer Marshall did not die instantly. Yo, what's up, PK? Hope you're doing well. Happy. It's nice to hear. These are three precious moments left him to leave behind a message. That someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines change directions. Precisely so, all we need to do is connect these points. The victim's message will become apparent. No! Mike's sound results are out. Hope they went well. Connect the dots game. Mr. Wright, what kind of messages will Rickson leave for us? Your Honor, I believe his bloodstains will leave to us the answer. Connect these dots to make the letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. Oh no. Oh no, wait. So I can see that if we say like, that would say Emma. How do I draw? Can I draw on this? Undo percent. How do I draw on the jar? Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going. Can I connect these? Why isn't it letting me connect this blood? Oh, I didn't mean to undo. What? How do I... Why isn't it letting me draw a line there? Can't connect. Alright. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why I've all been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. This is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Oh my god. I just can't believe, I mean, I know it was an accidental murder, but it's like, it's Ace Attorney. They're probably throw her into jail, even though she was 14 when she did it, but they wanted to arrest they wanted to put Edgeworth in jail for accidentally killing someone who was 9. Like an Ace Attorney legal system. No. Please don't throw Emma in jail. Okay, of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Yeah, I'm doing well. Actually, you got an endorsement when you're subject to access. Possible. Oh, I see. That's cool. Seaworthy, can't say I didn't warn ya. Oh my god, Chief Gant. You understand the implication what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Ugh! Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. How do you know, like, there's still like 5 other killings that Joe Dark did? Are all of those also fake? Why does he kill? But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Drop by this year in chem. See. Wait, you're not doing those classes anymore, or? I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We're mere keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death does no light matter. Here wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. I see. Unbased. I like bio and chem. I don't like physics. Team bio again. Oh. Fair. I'm a biotechnology student, so you'll have to have a word with me about that. It's probably what I normally say. The fact cannot be denied. What's going on at the prosecutor's office? He might have sent an innocent man to his death. How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order, order, order! Order! The gallows pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Oh shit! First part of the final day trial done. Alright. February 25, 1206. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh, Gumshoe. Wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? Got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. You top it all, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. I think Alana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you. This is the last time, pal. Here, you asked me to give this if there was a break in the day's trial. Evidence law? We were talking about this just the other day. So the rules of evidence law. Number 1. No evidence shown that to approve the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. But at least study some evidence law, really. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. Said if you plan to take him on, you're gonna need his book. Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Explains the 2 rules of evidence law. Looks like the owl book do you any good now, though. Alright, let's read this book. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial. No evidence should be shown without the approval of the police department. Okay. Okay, the owl book do you any good now, though. Oh, like now the chief prosecutor's sentence. Well, you're wrong, detective. Haven't you figured it out yet? Well, I'm still sitting at prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet. What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Scott found out she's unwillingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. I'm missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What? I'm really gonna expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Your high school book to interrupt the chief of police in the only possession of the law. This is gonna be so sick. February 25, 1252. District Court, courtroom number 9. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. The court committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, normally this is what the prosecution calls for a witness, but, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. You see, everyone's been talking and, very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? There's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. To prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. And it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial's as good as over. The defense calls. We have to call. I know who we have to call. Ghostbusters! Time for putting at the real murderer. Damon Gant. I'm still in the first game, but at the very end of it. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel like we should hear what he has to say about it. Luck would have it, he'd still be in the courthouse. He'd also be the least likely to have manipulated me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. Alright, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Is this some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation! So, you want to play hardball, eh? Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon again. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant. The court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, right. No. Well, at the grand phase. First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There's still some things uncut. Oh my god, stop. What's happening? I'm getting not a burp. Do I really not know what it's called in English? Wait. Hiccups. Yeah, how did I forget what hiccups is? Okay, sorry. I started getting hiccups. Oh my fucking way! No! I'm trying to read! Okay, there's still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? The role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You're aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons to his disposal. Weapons? Sure, think my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? Well, it's so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Of course, such an action carries with certain risks. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well. The witness may not begin as testimony. That's the line incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that, to make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went into my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Jock was arrested? He was lying on the floor unconscious. Man, I sent Neil flying. Seems Dark bumped his head. Only the chief of police can plead a fifth rip. It's Jover. You see, everything is pretty clear cut. If the police has the right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. As I recall, a ceremony was held at a police department that day. Yeah, that's right. This could say I'm a workaholic. I need to mute real quick. Wait a second. Okay, there you go. For winning his award, Neil is all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana Skyall so present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. Went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky. This is about a power outage. Oh, Dad, the elevator stopped all of a sudden. I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil when our knife went to his heart, though. That's not funny. Can you tell us what you saw? It's a shocking sight. Me and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dog was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yeah, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next one, those were two poor girls. Lana and Emma. Lana is cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, must have already known what her sister had done. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. The heart had been moved. What that means, we found a body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier, with my suit of armor, you released out the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway. So you're saying that the forgery already taking place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. That how it really went down. I think that the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Rock. If you're gonna stare at anything, you better be off staring at the court record. Worthy, always a smooth talker. Which piece of evidence is ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but I completed the whole truth. Now I got to link Gant to the incident. Okay. Let's try. Yeah, I saw that record live this morning. It was pretty cool. I remember joking about that that was gonna world record in CCM. And then it did world record. That was pretty cool. Wait, where's the thing? Piece of cloth? That proves that he knew. A piece of cloth in his... Yeah. Music stopped, let's go. You had really nothing to do with forgery. And how do you explain this? What's that? What is that on it? A handprint? Chief Gant, your explanation, please. ... I don't know, you tell me, son. Huh? My dear Rado, don't you know? Second rule of evidence law? Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law. Rule 2 on registered evidence must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is that rag relevant to this trial? It appears the defense was not prepared. I guess the 2 are the uses piece of evidence. Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Mind giving the defense another chance? Okay, I'll do it just only because you asked, Archie. Thank you. I showed the defense apparently sorry. Haha. Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. Okay. You had nothing to do with the forgery. You say? There's no clue to its relevance yet. Yeah. Well, why did Gant remove the bat? Oh, that was just so they had a weapon to confront Dark with. Yeah, the things were in Gant's safe were... Let's repeat this. It was this. It was half of the evidence list. Oh yeah, I guess you can just say you hit half the evidence list. Was the evidence list, and it was Damon Giat, and it was the missing piece of the jar. So both of those two I feel will be pretty solid.
Objection!
Yeah. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. I'm afraid that's a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. There are a piece of evidence we found in your office. Take this list for example. The list that was Sky drew a picture on was discovered in your desk. Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your front office was found inside your safe. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office. Yeah, you're presenting the jar over and over. Insane. Both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Ha, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. You admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery? Ooh, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorney can do so too. Isn't that right, Rado? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. I mean, detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? What? Detective Gumshoe salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Poor Gumshoe. He just keeps getting a lower salary. Well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My, Kenzie's ain't no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence of forgery. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment? No list? I don't know. You could have planned in my office. No, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. Found after the dark was convicted, then you're worthless. No reason to participate in a forgery. You're in the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. That's alright. Yes, Your Honor. When investigating a crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You understand I'm chief police, right? There will be consequences. Oh, indeed, I believe I'll press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. Apologies, Chief. Do mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Archie. I'm returned out? I don't know. Police, right? What are these guys? Telepathic? Okay. I'd appreciate if you stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yeah, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? You know, back in the day I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? You have proof to the contrary, you're gonna need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? Talking about when Ryder's prints are found. Yeah, if you're found inside my safe, it would prove his investigation was illegal. Ah, never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical. Of course, suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Concealing evidence found in a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking yet, Rado. Depends on when this evidence was discovered. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? Would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. All we know could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, now wouldn't that be convenient? Right? The Chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks are clever, maybe, but we're wasting time. Maybe something I don't know. Come on, Ryder. Think about it. Okay, look me in the eye and say that. Because I'm innocent. Who was it that murdered Neil? I'm sure I can't for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Miss Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Sky. Well, now do you see?
Hold it!
Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there's one very large benefit you reap from this. I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh, the resolution of this mine incident secured a promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's a good one. Huh? You really think I'm that incompetent? I'm Party Hat, Zood Fighters Affiliate Jubileums. Thank you, Dankeschön, Ginkabor. Very cool. You do not care that I came for it. Well, you have to care today, unfortunately. In that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of Hazelnut merely sped up the inevitable level. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes, he wasn't gonna be my chief anyway. Ah, careful when pointing that finger. You might want to be the one pointing at. So that means there's one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Oh, silly Worthy, you know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and that. It's out in the open now. Actually, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. Bitte lieber... He wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for him. Are you so sure, Mr. Gant? Yeah, I'll press this. Nothing in it for you? The only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? You think I felt sorry for her, you better think it did. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Tough and crowd, tough and people. That's how I was raised. You need to be lax enough in yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, but point out accomplice. True, you might not have out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Well, what? And who is this person you believe Chica may have helped forge evidence? What if it's Goodman? I'm thinking about outside the box here, because the obvious option would be Lana. But if it's Goodman, then they still not look sus anymore, because they didn't make Goodman lose his job. I might seem a little bit crazy, but I'm going to Bruce Goodman. Right, my boy, look at your face. It's almost enough to motivate me to help you out. Damn it. Nobody understands it's not a compliment. Check out what in return. He must have wanted to blackmail the person he helped. Oh, so that would be Lana? Appears the defense of your steel. Would you please repeat yourself over the beginning? Okay. Well, could have definitely like blackmail on a sky to she prosecuted on a sky the defendant. I was like, that's too obvious. But that's just what it is. It's quite obvious in a lot of circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? As for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Well, profit? What do you mean? After the Lina's incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. What? How would he profit from all this? He will be able to use Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. You mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh wait, it must mean puppet is someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? You have any proof of this? That I control Lana? Or tell me Lana's testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana. She's keeping it quiet to protect Emma. No one should testify against Gant. Really, without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than baseless conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one would that be? Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I don't want you to get hurt. What do you mean? What it means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Oh my god. Order! I said, order! That's right, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in a law enforcement agency. Accuse the team police of blackmail and murder? That's, impossible! Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said, easier to understand language. Nuh-uh. It's too late, Mr. Ed. There's no turning back for us now. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can I prove this, Mr. Wright? What do I have for evidence? That Chief, the high-ranking officer was involved in his murder? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, regardless of his rank title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. Let's see. Right then, let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and better be good. Show us evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Is it still too early to use the evidence law? Should we use the... Well, this is about Detective Goodman, so... The rubber glove was used for the safe. The ID card record. Pretty solid evidence. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? 7777. Let's go. When you see it. That is 172, man. No, I think actually that was 7 sevens. The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a cool code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 77777777. It's the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Order. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? I hear the gamer music. Let's go. Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. I will demand Mr. Right to be punished to the maximum extent of the law. Right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admitted you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? And Chief of Police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. I hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine line of Sky's guilt. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. But Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime. Then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? That Caden is right. I'm gonna have to ask for evidence. It was proved that the victim met Chief Gant on the day of the crime. I mean, Goodman had a note. We do have the note. Oh wait! The lost sign report! You can only submit it to the Chief of Police. Yeah. It's like the Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. To be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. Detective Goodman had filled out a lost sign report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. You were in possession of that report. I mean, you can't be sure he filed it. No, he filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. There's no other way the murdering Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're gonna say next. I had Chief Lee murder poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait. Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yeah, now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Objection!
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to your record, your card was only used once. You showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found in his body. No! Oh my god, what was that sprite? Chief Gant, you didn't. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Bro got electrocuted. That sprite was so good. This is crazy. Are we getting led on again by this case? It's gonna be like, it's actually this. Or are we actually closer in covering the truth? Let's see. After your murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. Forgetting Mr. Wright. The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did it manage to move it there? The police department the entire day, you know. Everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after his ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think there's a warrant officer to do it? Hey, you take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Did it to Lana, because he's blackmailing Lana. That's what Lana said yesterday. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. This time I thought it was a useless clue just to get out space. How could a chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. You moved the victim's body. Chief Gant used this. Well, we do have the parking stub. To move the victim's body, they used Edgeworth's car. He used Edgeworth's car. So I guess the only thing that's like about Edgeworth's car is the parking stub. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. A parking stub. Miles Edgeworth? You mean the body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. It's all starting to make sense now. It's all starting to make sense. You mean I carried the victim's body? Precisely so. But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me why? Ah! Yeah, I figured that out like 2 seconds earlier. I was just to go, but Chief Gant no less. Tell me you wanted me to keep it here in your prosecutor's office. Like the screwdriver for me, where they ignore the thing you stuffed into your trunk. Oh my god. In case, when they have the stabbings, I brought this back here. So you see, you're really taking the prosecutor's office with a screwdriver. With the victim's body in your trunk. Detective Goodman's body is carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? Finally, the screwdriver is relevant. So I assume the screwdriver would have been correct too, since that was presented. Here. There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Sky. Order, order, order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, please say something. I believe. Your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, right, I'm gonna have lunch with the district attorney general after this. We get going if we're gonna make time for early bird special. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? After Rod refused to testify. I'm looking at it right now. What? It's not right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. He's running away, pussy! Yeah, he's just like, fuck it, I'm out of here. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? I'll make you laugh, Worthy. Stab old Goodman. That was what you're saying, Rod. If you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, I think I had Lana dispose of the body. So, then show your proof and get it over with. Say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gunn is the current chief of police. School wouldn't tolerate any his accusations against me without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Goodman again murdered Detective Goodman and made Mr. Sky dispose of his body. Any concrete proof? I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. Got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence. Please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Goodman Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt. Was proving his motive enough? Emma Sky's prints. We haven't used it yet. Wait, the rubber glove? The rubber glove from the SN9 case? Well, that's not exactly conclusive. You just know that there's a print for that glove on the crime scene at the police department, like the Blue Badger. This print. And I think the chief of police could have access to Detective Goodman's locker. Or no, well, Goodman was in there, wasn't he? So, it would make sense. Then he tried to stuff away the glove. But it got stuck there. So it's either the glove or this piece of cloth. Well, let's try the cloth. So, we'll take out this as evidence, as proof as whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt. I'll let you be the judge, but I am the judge. Oh, right. Oh, what do you think, Your Honor? Yeah, it's too early. What do you think, Mr. Rice? I'm gonna be late for lunch. Did he not have lunch during the recess? Come on. Yes, it wasn't enough. Okay. Let us try the glove. Okay. Let's think about this another time. Let's give this some more thought. Let's give it some more thought. Security video again. How was Goodman's ID found there if he had lost it earlier? Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. Well, I thought this was pretty... No, it's that he murdered Detective Goodman without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, the floor plans feel pretty solid. No, it doesn't prove that Chief Gant was the one who murdered it, unless, like, we had fingerprints proving it, but we don't. Yeah, I don't think I have evidence to prove without any doubt. That's what I would say. You baited. Dude, is this like the one time the game's gonna be like, oh, that saying I don't have proof is the right option? I've tried choosing that option several times and it's never been right. Like, I don't have any conclusive proof. Okay, I have to present something to get out of the screen. So... Try now, Loki. Okay. You know what? Now that I've looked at all the proof, I don't have anything concrete. No use showing evidence, I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At the present, I have no conclusive evidence. CIG. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations at the chief. What? Is a tip never gamble you can't afford to lose, Rado? He's got a lady lump someone's side again today. Okay, RG, I'll leave the rest to you. Okay, now he's gone. What happens now? I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer of the nation's law enforcement agency. Wow! Objection! Lady Luck, maybe you should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? The one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing your testimony. A lady who knows the truth, and a witness. The absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method to prove the testimony. Chief Gaddis invoked his right to refuse to testify. Still someone else, one more witness who can answer all our questions. It's this trial. I'm right to this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Lana Scott. Are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, what does this get? You may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. Let's call forth Lana Sky. The defendant? Ms. Lana Sky? She was in an underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. The court is now in Hold on. Chief Gant, I thought you were gonna eat. Listen, good Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Rat's claims, there'll be terrible consequences. That's right. It says you will be found guilty. Neil Marshall's murder. Oh, this isn't good. Of course, he never supports such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. Got a lunch date to meet. Oh, fuck. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. February 25, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Blocking in front of the entire court. Let's go. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks for your help, Edgeworth. Hey, Chief. He's something else, eh, Tails? Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take place at that top, not a girl you used to work with. Could you mean Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done this again. I was always getting on the upper hand. Not Farius' right to refuse to testify. Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said? Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. I think Maya did. She hasn't. True, Maya does not have an alibi. Shit. She doesn't wish to be considered. Risks. What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. He forfeits his right to say anything too. Ah, she's back! Emma! Are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in a medical office. I'm listening to the trial from the gallery. You heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? You think I may follow Chief Gant's order? She must have shut herself up deep inside to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It's all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marsh. No, I wasn't. Accidentally killing someone is not murder. How does this series not know that? Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. You want to blame anyone? Blame society, pal. I mean, the situation wouldn't even be there if, like, Mr. Joe, whatever his last name was. Let's see. Does it say here? No. That's yeah. Joe Dark. He killed other people. Joe Dank, 420, blaze it! Chief Gant able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth. Let's go, right? It's time to end this. Bruce Goodman was killed at 420. Shit. You're right. To be continued. Alright. There's another save point here. That's insane. So many. Trial letter 2? What is it with this trial? It never ends. Oh my god. February 25, 2:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. This is the last for trial, I promise. Are you sure? I'm not sure anymore. It's 2 p.m. This shit's gonna go until like 9 p.m. at this point. Oh, then, what the defendant is not a sky? Please take to stand. It's not a sky. You are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. Mr. Edgeworth, I already know everything. You know all I've done this past 2 years. Please provide the course to do your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Reference right into Ash's old. Chief Gant's gonna get taken down. Hell yeah. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. The only chance we have to get Gant. Gant and the fabrication. Please don't cap. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Yeah, sure. She's capping, Your Honor! Take that! Oh wait, right. I don't have my camera here because I'm still on my backup camera. Take that! Alright, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana! If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Will you ever get your real camera? Whenever I go back from uni to visit my parents, or whenever they come here, I guess. Please, Mr. Wright, you gotta help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. Oh, she's telling the truth. She's not. I know my own sister. Again, how is Emma just casually reading Phoenix's thoughts? Maybe I can play Ace Attorney. True. She's speaking Japanese. She's yapping. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Janet, you know, let me guess. She's gonna change her testimony or something, and we're gonna have to like do like 3 more cross examinations. Okay. Worked alongside Dan for years. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. See, I was 24 then. That would be 5 years. Gans and Detective Sky were legendary partners. Unfortunately, some of them testified in numerous cases. Must have been good coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gown was a respectable detective. That's why. You got a visual update? Yeah, this is a new update to Sunshine. Think about it, Miss Sky. What's up, like this? Hope you're doing well. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is used as idle gossip. He stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And... what did you do to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister became his last victim that day. I didn't want an incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. Is this the first time in the game they mentioned self-defense? Holy shit! I don't remember seeing much about self-defense in what do you call it? In the case with Miss Vasquez, because Miss Vasquez murdering that guy was also self-defense, right? They said the word. I don't know. My Miss Vasquez would be convicted for murder when it was self-defense. Like, I guess she could be convicted for using mafia to like try to kill someone, but that's not as bad of a offense as murder. So she wouldn't be charged with anything. It's not the point. He was traumatized that day all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana, I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. Ugh. You say you did this all by yourself? Yeah. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? Seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. In a situation Eugene was possible. The reality is, it was my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Vasquez still removing the body and fabricating evidence to frame power. Oh yeah, that's true. She still go to jail for that. That is very true. Vanessa is all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. That is so. What happens without your murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh! I was lying on the floor a little distance away. Was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. I'll just protect me. When you find a scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. That was by far the longest one. Broke off the tip so far. Dark's knife. Planted inside the wound. Planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound. Then you move the body? But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. Always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others. Well, we already heard about why she moved the body to make it not be close to the statue. So why did you plant the knife? Why did you do that? Come now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out. Very well, as that is to my witness testimony. To the witness testimony, the original Mr. Sky fabricated a knife. Oh, I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof needed. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's weapon knife, broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yeah, I'll give it that. Point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you got it inside the victim's stab wound? Yeah. Because I hated Dark for what he did. Aww. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it, period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk a death sentence? She's lying. She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying! But she's determined to protect you to the end. Your sister fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. I gotta get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Get her to talk more, like the thing we got new here. I knew the tip of the weapon found all the proof we needed. So we're saying the tip of the weapon found. How would you even... Can you ask why she moved the body again? Did I forget to press this? We did get the new statement. According to your testimony, prosecutor... Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I had before. The murder weapon, right? So he was actually killed. Okay. She claims the killing was with the other knife. Yeah, it doesn't really show a contradiction. That's what I thought as well. I'll start pressing this again. Planted. Okay, this is the same again. Debate count 2. You of all people should know what. Yeah, it's been like that's been standard for the entire game, and now they're suddenly throwing new statement that doesn't show a contradiction. Well, let's ask why did you move the body? We haven't asked that yet, so. When you show it up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? This case is really difficult. There's been a lot of difficult stuff. What was where you deduced it was? By Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's would just explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body. The piece. Okay, another update. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Why? Pieces of the jar? You mean? Yes. After what's a jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, that would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. When Marshall was dead and Dark was lying unconscious, in other words, the jar must have broken during their struggle. No. Ah, I see. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently, the jar shattered at the time. Was shattered at the time the crime was committed. Yeah, how could he have ridden Emma if the jar was already shattered? But I have a feeling there's more to it than that. Must be a contradiction here somewhere. Did I just forget other evidence exists? I guess so. Anyway, I can do this. Maybe she's completely alone. Well, piece of that jar shattered during the. No, I didn't mean to press. Like 100%. No. Unskippable text. Accidental press. I meant to press tab, not Q. Okay. Well, it did not shatter during the events. Because let's present the jar again. You see, Emma was written on the jar. It's a jar again! Speedrun mashing practice. Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years. I lost the run to the blue badger, dude. No, not the blue badger. This jar gives me nightmares because the blue badger gives me nightmares. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene when Ian Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. Yeah, I'm smashing that myself. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events that are in my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written in this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not have been broken before he died. Ah. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order! Order! Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and this bloody message. You may be missing something critical here. Something critical? The handprints? The handprints? Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're in as dark as we are, but the truth towards where we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well, we may now continue our testimony. When the jar wasn't evidence. Maybe it won't be evidence this time? I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. It was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I was the chief prosecutor at the time. I didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Jar and message in blood. The never-ending trial. Okay. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. So the jar was already broken? It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. Certainly it looks as feeble as the defense's case. Not as feeble as the judge's judgment. Well, the point still stands. It's no one can have written Emma on the jar if it was broken. A nice detective and never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? No man would have. Might have trusted anything in jars when I'm gonna fucking do it. You didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I'd known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Well, that's my case. Why do you do that for me? You two might make up yet. Well, I barely had enough time to meet a buddy as it was. So what happened upon the scene, you lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. You had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. The answer is not mentioned for knowing those primary suspect. Yeah, it's really funny. The jar did it! This is rather shocking. Same, I wiped away the blood. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in this situation? Lana? Only a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Except for one that you didn't get. But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. Detectives always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now I carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. So you illegally rearranged the crime scene? Yeah, I don't have any excuse for my action. So sorry, Lana. I didn't know. Treated you so badly all this time. Not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we got into a bond this incident. No, I'm thinking. I'm low-key thinking I'm presenting the jar. No doubt this day will leave a prominent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in your testimony. The jar, yeah, the jar inspired the guy criminal first to create the badger. That's true. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. You'll finally figure out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. With blood, the fresh large, you sure we got them all. I still have the cloth. A cloth with Emma's prints. Which means she wiped away blood. She wiped away Emma's fingerprints of something. Does that contradict any of her statements, though? Yeah, it should be arrested for creating such an abomination. True, fuck that guy. I was so tired of watching the badger after the fucking video being used like 4 times. I'm overthinking. Okay. I do that a lot. I do that. I've probably had this like several times where I've taken way too long to do something else because I was overthinking. We still have the jar. There's no way you can have written the victim's name, it was already broken. The blood trace is in the jar, but it was dark, didn't have time to check it out. But I do have a jar. I do have a piece of the jar. You sure you got them all? But I do have one that was in this fucker's locker, which means I present the jar! Yeah! Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found a final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about the final piece. There was still blood on it. The witness just justified that she gathered out the last piece and wiped the blood off them. Yes, which is only one explanation. When the night prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. Pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. I mean, well, everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my denture. Still were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, Dad. There's no way a name could be written on this shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. You're not implying this person was Stevie Gant at the time we were looking for dark downstairs. Besides, even if it was there first, why would he break the jar? Objection! The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No! Wait, not the one at trial here. The Mingana arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. Perfectly hid one of the broken pieces. Question, what is this action called? Forging! Forging! Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gant do that? And a lot of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason why Miss Sky became Chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. She eated the nail. Yeah, I love the sprite word in this game. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend your clients. Foul lies? I'm not that coming for my own clients. I guess they do seem the type like to twist the truth. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Nothing wrong, Mr. Wright. Lana may be right after all. Do you mean right? You do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? Miss Sky, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. Yes! Finally! Yes, Emma's innocent! Thank God! I've been so gutted for Emma for like the past hour. Yes, please. Please be true. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Sky, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-exclamation would not change a thing. However, there's a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Emma did not... No! Wait, Emma did my birthday? Oh my god. Wait, is Emma planning a surprise birthday party for me? Wow, Gax, why would you spoil this? God damn it. Okay. Alex! Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. Actual crime scene. Please don't bullshit again. No, I was so excited for my 22nd birthday. Can't believe you guys planned it so far in advance. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Doug lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. So I erased all evidence and linked her to her murder. Chief Gant helped me remove the body from the sword and carry it. If it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword. You are the only one who saw that. Only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. Yes! I know what I'm about to use. She said she has proof. Evidence law! Evidence law! I give it to Mr. Wright just this morning. Oh, maybe it's not. Still time for that. What, to me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember seeing a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright truly does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I don't remember seeing a picture of Lana. She gave it to you this morning, right? This is your getting something for her then. Let's check that evidence again. There's a picture in there somewhere. What did Lana give me this morning? Oh, the book! Wait, the book? Yeah, the evidence book was hers. Okay. She was the one who gave it to me. Oh my god, can you believe it's copyrighted by Pio? Can I... Can I open the book? What's this? Is that just like a graphical thing? Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to open the book. I'm not entirely sure how this screen works. I'm trying to like press here, back cover. Oh, I can zoom. Okay, yeah, zooming helped. Oh my god. Happythoughts.png. Oh my god, wait, actually, that photo being black and white, that reminded me, like, okay. I'm not gonna spoil too much in case you haven't played the game, but the truth sequence from Amori, that's what it reminded me of. Guys, I don't think Neil's slugging it out in that picture. Neil, what are you doing? Hey, there's a picture here. Oh my, this is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw a crime scene like this. Because I contacted criminal affairs only after I rearranged everything. On this picture. Neil, what are you doing? No, I'm talking about 5-eel. What are you doing, 5-eel? Why are you getting impaled by a sword? Maybe we should call Neil, make sure he's alright. When did this murder take place? Wait. This was 2015, because this case is taking place in 2017. Mr. Wright! That piece cut out of his vest! Could that be the cloth we found inside Chief Dad's safe, which had Emma's fingerprint on it? What's this? This is a handprint, isn't it? And a cloth that had fingerprints on it. Yeah, 5-eel killed 4-eel. There's a fingerprint. No, Emma! Emma! No. There are fingerprints. Those are supposed to be the real murderer. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Emma, no. Anyway, let's get on to cross-examination. As long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flesh out a true murderer. Very well, the defendant now begins cross-examination. Oh, no. When I arrive, hold it! Is Gant back? Hey, where's your lunch meeting, bruh? Come on, G. It's the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant? What, you might make me out as a bad guy too? So I like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Get on! The battle of the great ouch baiting begins. Don't be that risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Oh, I love Edgeworth. Gug! He got electrified again. Oh my god, he got electrocuted. Huh, so what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? Evidence will do all the talking for me. And if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Is this true? He can't prove that it's relevant to the case. I'm gonna present the book. Fuck you. The next time I ask to show evidence, save on that prompt, please. Okay, thanks for the backseating. That's good backseat, because being able to save scum something is very good. There's some conclusive evidence. No, I don't. Someone does. Someone? If you pick the wrong option, you automatically lose? Oh my god. That's fucked. This case really is hard. What's your excuse, Rado? What have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves you knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence reason. Room for doubt. This is true, Miss Wright. Show a piece of evidence now. I'm not sure we made out this murder. Oh, are we gonna conceal evidence? Let's go, like a real lawyer. Okay, I think this should be the last. That's right, if you have any more evidence now, if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. That's fine by me. I'm saving Emma, concealing evidence in Giga Chat. I'm pretty sure the way you guys have said this is, I'm assuming if you find Emma guilty, you lose. Is what it sounds like. To the backseating I got here. I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows... Cannot show evidence. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie! Chief Gant? You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. Conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. I see, it's because you know the truth, don't you? You know his fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Have to replay half the lot. I mean, I saved before pretty much every cross-examination, so I wouldn't have to replay that much, I think. Before like every choicer, where you can lose half on, usually, with the cross-examinations. You figure out how to take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? The product wasn't cut out for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe? Yeah, we gotta turn it around. Why did you hide that, fucking forger? Who's the forger now, Gant? What? That means you, Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence. This is gonna be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Rado. Phoenix doesn't take the G8 meant to incriminate Emma because no evidence of her being safe. You can't confess to cutting out his story in his safe. Dude, we literally got him. He was like, you can't prove this was in the safe. And then he confessed to it. Well, I can't just pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admitted to it? I was the first person who arrived at the crime scene that day. It occurred to me I could use the situation and control Lana. You really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. It may look like the blame lay with her sister. When you saw the scene, you were out of my head. So you assisted Miss Sky? To arrange all the evidence, I planted a knife tip in the victim's body and moved the body across the room. I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. Tempered the crime scene, I had 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. I mean those items in your safe. Why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? Well, sure, my plan would work, so it's best to be prepared for the worst. It wasn't a matter of letting anyone blame me for murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief dumb by dumb luck. It is jar fragments. I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. Didn't expect Lana. You would wipe the blood off all the pieces. If you fabricated all the evidence, let's say you didn't fabricate the message in this jar too. Spit, Edgeworth! Spit! Oh, please, Edgeworth, please. Please tell me he's spitting. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept more on him for insurance. Do you mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Rajo. Cut it up already, I know you have it. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yeah, I admit it. I didn't want to hide that being chief and all. It's a lot better than portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say for yourself? Just a moment ago you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Rado. You should have shown it then before it was too late. In a long battle. But the moment of truth finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Okay, it's actually to show evidence again. Do I keep capping? I mean, the thing I think about it, if I do show the evidence, is this conclusive that... Okay. So can we still prove that... that Emma didn't do it? I mean, it just seems unnecessary to present it at this point. I think, like, I don't think that necessarily proves Emma do it, but I still think they might pin her for the murder and give me an instant game over if I did that. So, I think it's bad. Maybe I should just keep denying. Because, yeah, just the cloth could just mean she pushed him. Doesn't mean necessarily she pushed him into the sword. Someone could have tried to fabricate it so, you know, it looked like it was Emma. Can't show evidence. No, it's too late to show the evidence now. You're past instant game over? Okay. I assume the instant game over was showing the evidence too early. Besides, even if I did, it just exposed that poor girl's fingerprints. Right. Think harder over the circumstances. Circumstances? Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You get an instant game over because Emma becomes guilty. Talking about then and now. There's one major difference between the two. Weren't you waiting for that difference? Oh, Edgeworth figured out my plan. Yeah, Edgeworth is ahead of us. We didn't want to show it earlier because then Emma would be found guilty. But now, Gant has already admitted to putting that evidence in the safe himself, so we know there's a reason he wanted to conceal it. Mr. Wright, this is your only chance. I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's just conclusive evidence. Let's show who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Oh. It's time! Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Haha, yes! At last you finally brought it out into the open. The handprint of this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that we immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint of the letter must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean, could not have been forged. It must have been authentic, conclusive evidence. No, Edgeworth. Oh. So, an uptick is everworthy. What? Edgeworth's not cooking anymore. Think about it. Ryder had all this time to present his evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? And you already know. You know whose fingerprints are on that. Mr. Wright, do you really know? I mean, Emma was unconscious. Couldn't, like... What was his name? Couldn't Gant just, like, put Emma's fingers on the cloth when she was unconscious? He totally could have done that. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. First, I know who the fingerprints belong to is... Emma Sky. Emma? Emma Sky? What? They're mine? Oh, sorry, Emma. What? Why didn't you tell me? Oh, really something, Rado. You know this girl lived all along, you still try to pin the murder on me. It's true, tragic, but true. Objection, 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 Your Honor. You did shove Prosecutor Marshall for his death. Hold it! How could you? You monster! This guy, you know those fingerprints, those are all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. This guy, it's not over yet. What? I said his trial isn't over yet. But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. Personally conceal this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? You can't cut your tongue? Aren't you gonna tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? I can't wait for this fucker to get wrecked. That's all I'll say. Objection! Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? See again? You are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, he asked. It was in the sky, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What a contradiction is Fool babbling about? Talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, there's a piece of cloth. Okay, it's about to make me make a choice, isn't it? What could it possibly contradict? Gigant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts is cloth. Okay. Let's take a look. Is the cloth the same shape? It is not the same shape as the hole in his coat. That's like... Oh shit. It's bad timing. That is nowhere near the same. That's not what this coat looks like. No, I'm calling bullshit. That's not from his cloth. Should have blood on it. What exactly this is supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. Okay, I was right. Yeah, that's also a fair point. It should have blood on it. That's also a fair point. The main thing I was thinking more that it's not the same shape as the piece that was cut out. But I guess both of those were fair points. See where the piece of his vest is cut out? Yes, the shirt is showing underneath. Hard to make out with all the blood on his vest though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. Okay, so I presented the right picture just with the wrong reasoning. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that. I was at least right. That's soaked blood. That's only natural. His lungs were no doubt punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth. Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah! Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor outside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at the time. No, this is nonsense. Nonsense mutation? Genetics reference? Sorry, I just started the genetics course a couple days ago. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. So then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armored sword? Oh! To make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death. So the person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broken purposely behind a clue. Are we saying he did both the murders? This is crazy. Make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No! Oh, you got shocked again. It's finally all over. Is he the murderer for both this case and the next case? Oh my god. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm done with the banana phone. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Okay. That was close, Rado. You almost had me. The gamer music is still playing, though. Hold, hold, hold. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. Our future allegations. What do you mean we refute these allegations? You see that piece of cloth? It's illegal evidence. Order, what nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict the suspect. Remember, Aji? Earlier old Rado here concealed that piece of cloth. Then, is your excuse, Rado? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. We did say at this point in time, not... Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. That moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be illegal evidence. That's not fair! Did you actually think you could best me in court? Looks like the last on you, son. I like how everyone in the crowd is shaking their head, and the judge. Right, Mrs. Gant's claim is legally correct. Or Mr. Edgeworth. True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright. It seems last. Time for me to review my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it that you purposely and legally concealed this piece of cloth? Well, if we look at this little evidence law book, I got to conceal. Objection, Law 101 for dummies. Yeah, exactly. Could I say I didn't conceal the evidence? No evidence should be shown without... I did it. It didn't get approved by the police department. Come on. I didn't, because I admit I refused to present it at one point. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He said it was not relevant at that point in time. He didn't say it was irrelevant, period. So the evidence is illegal. Objection! Concealing evidence, Giga Chad. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Not that I couldn't present evidence then. That I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involving presenting evidence. I do it! It's the book! No, Archie, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe... There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Only you refuse to present evidence. You can prove your conduct was in violation of the law and do so now. Evidence law! Take that! This is not proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented? It was shown only a few moments ago. No! He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth is still meaningless. The person who came value as evidence was you, David Gant. Yeah! I got bamboozled. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Yes. That was when it's approved. No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. We beat him at his own game with using the rules of evidence. Oh my god. The only person who could have cut this person from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, there's only one person that could be. Damon Gant! The killer was you! I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good for nothing scum! Yeah, are we gonna get baited again? For 2 years I've been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. I hope I did a good impression of Gant's laugh. I tried. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, the crime wasn't exactly petty. I wanted to reinvestigate the case. Through the Angel Star. Then convince Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. The evidence was transferred. I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've gotta help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. Went with him to the evidence room, and all of a sudden decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? You please reopen the investigation, Chief. We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker. He's taking evidence out, he said. It's not too late. I'm gonna hand all this over to Marshall. Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me. I never thought of bringing up SL9. So the only way to conceal that he was the killer of SL9 was to do another kill. Wait, what was his motive to kill for SL9 again? Like, yeah. Because, like, why would he want to frame Lana? Oh, yeah, wait, he wanted to control Lana. Yeah, right. He wanted to control Lana by framing the murder on Emma and making Lana think Emma did it. Yeah, okay. This is so... Lana ran after us, he got you... Yeah, shit, that's right. That's his motive for the first murder. Okay. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought I'd bring up SL9. When I saw it, that occurred enough. Can you believe that we're about to prove Lana Del Rey innocent? I just couldn't pull it out. And so it only left more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. And so, blood was just pouring out. I didn't know how much to stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. That was just so much blood on the floor. Worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. Bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. He's been known as the crime computer. I run a start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. No business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car? Sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. Broke your trunk, but it was a big deal. You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Ah! Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the crew came out. He took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I mean, I think forging evidence, committing murder. What do you mean she had as much to lose? Oh my god. I took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I didn't have time to pick and choose what to take. So, I left a jar of fragments in the glove. Yeah. I was better at being an investigator of crimes than a committer. all do their best to get in my way. We gotta hand it to them. They do their job well, much to my dismay. Yeah, Drake for the detectives. Honestly, the detectives have done a great job. They've done a great job. The evidence doesn't hold up very well upon a close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me are the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go in alone. Well, it looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Aji. What? Looks like I'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. Those are two demon gants. I know you as you used to be, but long ago. You were once a fine investigator and example to others of the force. Sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Aji. Yeah, where's the Judge X Gant prequel? I need to see this lunch date. These days are gone now, Aji. Thanks for all the memories now. Oh, where are you? We're fine. Now you have Rado here. And Worthy. With these two around, can't go wrong. In fact, I hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I began helping forge evidence up until today. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. Is that the first compliment, like, sort of compliment she's given to Phoenix? I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Yeah, literally first time. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. She smiled? What is this? Is it? Oh my god. Well, I guess the weight of like thinking her sister murdered and having to conceal that information. She's smiling! Oh my god. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was that Tsundere Edgeworth. Let's go. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, it was about all and getting Mr. Wright to victory. You done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it! I only did my job. Such a tsundere. He can't, this man cannot accept a compliment. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is that you acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. There's something amusing about all this. Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial's gone for too long already. Hey, he knows! It's too long. We're going to charge of murder. This court finds the defendant Ms. Lana Sky. Let's fucking go! We won the case! It only took me like as long as it took the other 4 cases combined. That is all. This court's adjourned. We won the first game. Oh my god, we literally did this from 10 to 5. Fucking 7 hours of trial. That's insane. Fill up speed for 14 hours. At long last. It's finally over. Oh, I love this song. Just like, just one song. Emma? What a long face. I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. At least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now after the trial ended. I see why Mia Faye thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. You know, I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me. I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? We're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while I'm duty and stuff what you call me here. I've seen happy people at funerals. Hell, I did not, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? Gans and Jane, Marshall and Jane, Lana is in jail after this kid. Oh my god, so many people committed crimes. It's crazy. Well, at least Gans, Gans committed 2 murders. Marshall just attacked someone. And Lana did quite a few things. Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Lana! Should you be doing this? Still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell you if you want. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago. It was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. Dude really killed one of the most valued prosecutors for blackmail. It's so real. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis! Once again, help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. Now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared you look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared how you react if you knew. Sis, you were only doing it for me? No. Huh? I sure went back on you that day, and hiding what I believed to be the truth. I was deceiving you. Sis! I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. Sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. Now you have. Oh, Emma. Emma. Aw, it's awesome. Ah, finally, this feels good. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back to our rightful path. This is, from there, we can move on forward to our brighter future. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe, May, thank you both for all that you've done. You'll show me again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Look at this guy, he's neutral facing so hard. Where was he hiding? I just came to say, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say. I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gan was right. Despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. Do you understand? I'll believe me, you will. You're just one man. See what it really takes to bring him down once you try to go at it alone. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows, given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. What? Edgeworth, don't you understand? Is he actually resigning? He was serious with his resignation. Oh my god. Even getting your mentor, Man for One Karma. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. That may be true. Think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. We were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you're able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence, huh? Only that major Ash would have been able to find her own. Wait a second. Evidence that neither of us would have been able to find? I guess like all the fingerprint stuff. Wouldn't it able to find their own? Probably Lana's picture. Yeah, they could also be Lana's picture. Oh my god, this is a fourth page of evidence. Yeah. That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership. Huh? Mr. Wright? I think you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess I wasn't the right piece of evidence. Damn. Time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there's still some loose ends to me wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Every time you're supposed to present evidence after court, I'm always wrong. This is even the first time. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or we can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know, it seems you all owe my thanks too, right? What I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Very well. The evidence list? Oh, okay. Oops, I better be going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. Seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, there's a little something for you. Scientific Investigation is the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis, I will! And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Shprelly's playing Lethal Company. Faith that your lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I start on a new journey of my own. Oh my god, you're doing that, you're doing the thing that they like doing at the end of where they show all the characters he's met and he's reminiscing. I learned he's going, was that the Mia flash? What did the screen flash? Well, don't go trekking up just yet, pal. What is the detective? You're just a little matter to your soul about the chief prosecutor. She isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it's okay with me, but the folks in the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective! Didn't know you had a wild side. Oh yeah, you see, Mr. Riley here's the one with foot in the bill. Huh? Huh? I don't have money. What do you think I could afford it? My salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? 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 Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why, I said, I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. And we all go pay it off together. Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Objection! Oh. New more credits. Planning the second credits roll of the game. Let's go. Because I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to be pleased to study under a top coroner. This is very pretty much under my dates, the prosecutor's office. Almost all the characters on the touchscreen can fingerprint radio. That's pretty cool. Able to enter the crime together with Emma. Oh, that's cool. Get to see what everyone's up to. Let's see what everyone's doing in the credits. It's like you can't even skip the credits in this game. Just gotta read what everyone's up to. Yeah, I thought it was a goner for a moment there. And then, we looked at my unauthorized investigation at the chief's office. If they penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. Just goes to show, can't shake me off that easily. Let's go, Gumshoe keeps his job. Your mission is to guard the main entrance to the care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them though. Someday I'm gonna make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe. Oh, someone actually idolizes Gumshoe. Let's go. Some respect on his name. Finally, my man. My man Gumshoe. No, no, you've given me enough nightmares. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Let's fucking go. It fell over. Yes. Don't have to see that guy anymore. What is it? Can't you see a madman showdown with the steak lunch partner? And the star man, she sneaked this into me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems. Well, Cabo, looks like you did it. Let me get Bambina back her smile. You make sure Billy and the gang get your water. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The right way lunch. The top layer tastes bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. So make sure not to eat it backwards. Localization. Ben Judd. Brandon Gay, Corey. Let's go. Brandon Gay back at it again. I feel like I saw him in Las Vegas too. Never forget what that young defense lawyer said after their trial. Let's see. What was his name again? Mr. Left. Anyways, that he's been doing it for how many years? Well, anyway. I don't know how to get to that. Oh, he's the guy who was mine from Karma. That's cool. Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go. Mr. Left. That's me. Translation. From Global Studios. Well, 2 credits rolls. Why not? Ah, nothing suits you so like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon's training is about to begin. Coming. Well, I'll see you around, Nick. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on? I would like a cup of tea in it. A bit bellboy. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open his book. It's actually been really fun to have help from Emma in this case. She is a really cool character. Oh, you have to zoom in to open the books, don't you? Open it from the back. Hey, there's a letter here. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Oh, that's a nice picture. From definitely younger. Capcom. Rise from the Ashes, clear episode 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Wow. Well then. Oh, it didn't save for that? That's because we're supposed to start a new game. So, yeah, we finished the first game, so the next thing would be to start Justice for All. I don't know, it's already 10:30 p.m. Maybe I shouldn't start a new game now. But it would be nice. It would be nice to get a... You know what? I want to get a sneak peek of the next game. I don't think I played very long, but I want to get a sneak peek. Let's see the opening cutscene at least. I may play this game on stream as well. I may keep going. I feel like I should keep going. I enjoy this a lot. So might as well keep going. The Lost Turnabout. We're back to the case of being called Turnabout. Let's just see. I just want to see the intro. Ah, how did I get into this mess? It's far enough. Can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is he having a nightmare? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. September 8th, 9:08 AM. Let's record defendant lobby number 1. Let's go. The ringtone. What a nightmare. Did he sleep in the defendant's room? I bet it was this ringtone accosted. Maybe they shouldn't be dozing out right before trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found yeah, power nap for real. What was the guy doing there with a fire extinguisher? How about a close call? I hate to do this to you, bud. Nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Ouch, my head is throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Good morning. Strong, you don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Trouble? Well, wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? Thought maybe I've done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? Promise me you said you would prove I was not guilty. Not guilty? I thought all hope was lost when all the lawyers locked me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright who came to save the day. Just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. Now I'll forget what you've done for me ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting to be strange, you keep staring at me. I'm getting kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? How did Phoenix forget who he is? I guess he must have amnesia. Did that guy, like, just give us amnesia? Let's see. What can I piece together? On the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said to prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah, someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. September 8th, 10 AM, District Courtroom number 2. Alright, how long is this case? Well, it'll probably take a while to do the trial. I think we might... Yeah, let's start a new save data here. Here we have... Seems like a attorney, justice for all. Lost turnabout. Oh, because we lost our memory. Well, I guess that would be a decent cliffhanger to end on. We have finished the first Phoenix Wright game, and next time we will find out what the hell is going on here. Why have this random guy come in and given us amnesia? It's not very nice. Want to fight bad ending? I'll make sure to check it after stream. Let's find someone to raid now. Actually, I could pull up the bad ending right here. Pad out the length a bit, you know, just like Case 5 pads out the length. see. Crop the window capture. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Oh wait, I need to turn on desktop audio for this instead of the window audio. Okay, I'm gonna play on double speed because I've already seen this part before. Let's watch the bad ending. Just draw and do it for that. Okay, let's see. There's a big handprint on it. Certainly must be like a copyright traffic. Oh, let's check, haven't you? Oh yeah, you can see from the bad ending here that he's like, what do you mean forged? How do you know that? How do you know? How can you prove this is my safe? But he did say that later. Give it up. And he's like, no! And here's that point. The end, Lana alone was found guilty on all counts. Oh, it doesn't even show. Oh my god, that's brutal. Okay. Let us see. Who are we rating? I'm gonna see who's live. Anyway, any Ace Attorney fans that are alive? Oh, I'm transitioning the studio mode. Okay, there we go. I will raid, yeah, I think I'm gonna raid J-Car. Alright! Thanks for watching me finish the first Ace Attorney game. That was a lot of fun. I really appreciate everyone who's been watching all of this. Hopefully I'll be back for more and doing the second game soon enough. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and bye!